Cheers, queers. What's on the big gay agenda today, Theora?
Today, it's Kaitlynn and Theora from the future here to announce that we are going to do a separate episode of Gap the Series for episode 7. Because when we filmed it with Cole, who's missing, Cole's okay. It's because we filmed for way too long. Shocker. So, we're splitting them in 2 episodes. So, after this, you'll see our lovely past selves talking about episode 7 of Gap the Series.
Enjoy.
Do you want to do housekeeping, Kaitlynn?
Oh, shit.
Whatever. We'll just quick housekeeping. Listen, if you're listening, download it. Give us reviews everywhere. Subscribe to all the things. If you want extra Gap the Series content, including reaction videos where we're watching it and talking, which is basically our discussion episodes of the video, go to Patreon for $5 a month. You can get access to all that fun stuff. Please leave reviews. Not reviews, comments everywhere you can. We miss things. We're human. We want to hear from you.
Join our Discord, link below.
Yes.
Please, it's a lot of fun. We get to talk to you all about queer content and Gap. Hint, hint. Go see our merch on biggayenergypod.com and follow us on all social media, like all of them. We have too many.
So many.
At Big Gay Energy Pod.
And for funsies, be like, hey, who am I speaking to? Because it may not be one of us because we have new team members. So get to know them and have some fun. Woo! Speaking of fun, not really. We're going to do Gap the Series episode 7, which starts with just so much pain from Mon. So have fun.
See you soon.
Yeah. Well, you'll see us. Because remember, at the end of episode 6, Mon flees the wedding because she's like, wow. I can't with this. Ignored Sam yelling her name. She just went the fuck home and starts like crying a river, basically. And Mon is just sitting there kind of like in her feelings, and she's like, what the fuck are these feelings? Because they're terrible and I hate them. And she's like, I have these feelings for Sam and I don't really understand what the hell they are, but they're intense and I hate them. And she's just like crying her eyes out. And I feel bad because poor little baby Mon gets trapped in this vicious cycle of just Sam eviscerating her emotionally, and she's just left devastated and just like crying and heartbroken. And I hate to see it. I mean, this one particularly was like inevitable because she comes with a fiance, but like I feel bad for Mon every time she's in this position.
I just don't think she deserves any of the shit that Sam puts her through. And she puts her through a lot.
She does.
It feels like a first queer heartbreak, though.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Like, that's the feeling that is encapsulated by this scene, is just the feeling of the world ending.
Correct.
Because somebody breaks up with you, they're in a relationship, like whatever the situation is, it's like just devastation. And yeah, so it felt real for like your first queer heartbreak specifically.
It's just pain, all the pain.
Mm-hmm.
So poor Mon is just in the dark in her feels with her pain. And this is where I put the courage thing. Mm. So what I love about this episode in particular, and it really highlights to me their important difference, the biggest gap, if you will, between the two of them, it's courage. Courage is the biggest thing that divides the two of them. And I think it's shown really nicely in the aftermath of this whole Kirk and Sam debacle and how the two of them handle the other being upset about it. Okay, because both of them show up to each other's houses with the intention to comfort the other. The difference is that Sam doesn't have the courage to actually like see Mon. Like, if you look, she goes to ring the bell, but doesn't, and just leaves. But she just show up. So like intention to be there, but like didn't have the courage to go through with it. While Mon, the next day, when she realizes Sam's upset, literally goes to Sam's house, rings the bell, talks to her, try to like take her temperature. Like she goes through with it. And to me, that's like Mon choosing Sam 100% of the way, whereas Sam like 50-50 chooses Mon. Mon doesn't hesitate. She's just like, Sam's upset, and she immediately just goes.
Yeah. Sam's just afraid.
She's a coward. She's a coward. And she knows it.
Yeah. That is sad.
It is very sad. And I like the way the cinematography shows that to us. So when Sam shows up at Mon's, the shot we get of Sam is from the like front of Mon's house outward. So you see the gate and then Sam, and the gate is obstructing Sam. So it's like a physical barrier, right? And for me, I think it's a metaphor for her situation, which is what she wants versus like what the grandmother's ordering her, and like how there's a barrier between those two things, right? Michael. And the angle of the shot is from inside out, meaning like the camera is pointing away from Mon.
Who's not the movie this time.
No. I'm going to use the language to explain, but like from the inside, meaning where Mon is, towards the outside of the world, framing Sam as an outsider to bring the term back from the prior episode that like Mon was upset about, right? So because of this, like Sam is the outsider in this situation. And so kind of like to the best of our knowledge, Sam has literally no experience with love. And we don't know that she really ever had a role model for like romantic love or healthy relationships. I don't know how much time she spent with her parents, what their dynamics were. All we see is like her sibling dynamics, the grandmam who tries to control her, the sisters that all chose themselves over Sam, and then her friend dynamic. That's kind of it. So really, when it comes to like relationships, the thing that she's most versed in is like controlling ones and just abandonment. And so I think that in this scene, what it's trying to show by like framing Sam as an outsider with the physical barrier between her and Mon is that her focus is not fully on Mon in this scene. Like, yes, she wants Mon, and yes, she wants to go after her, but she can't ignore the obstacles in the way of Mon, which comes with the strings with the grandmother and all that stuff. Because I think at this point, like Sam knows deep down she has to actually confront those things, like breaking up with Kirk for real, getting through to the grandmam, and like not just compromising and doing what she wants, but if she really wants Mon, she has to like actually fight for Mon and like do what her sisters did. And Sam's not at a place right now where she can actually do that, even if she wants to. So she doesn't ring the doorbell, she just leaves. The obstacles, she's not ready to confront them right now. So she's the outsider in the scenario because she doesn't have the courage to do it quite yet.
Or the therapy.
Even though she could pay for it. So let's contrast that with Mon. So Mon finds out Sam's upset basically when she gets back to the office, and they're like, it's weird that you weren't here for 2 days because Sam hasn't been here. And she's like, oh, that's weird. So Mon immediately leaves work, fuck work, and goes to Sam. And the shot we get is from the outside in. So the camera angle is showing Mon, then the barrier from the house, and then Sam. So like it's pointing towards Sam, showing that like Mon's focus in this scene is 100% on Sam. She doesn't give a shit about the barriers. Because for Mon, they're not weighing her down as much as they're weighing Sam's down. Because if you think about like Mon's family dynamics and Mon's exposure to love, like, yeah, her parents got divorced, but like her mom and her stepdad clearly have a very healthy relationship. She has Nop in her life who's very supportive, as we saw in the other scene where he was like, love is love, Mon. I don't care who you love. Be happy. So she knows what healthy relationships are like. So to her, like all of these other barriers that are between her and Sam can be overcome by the fact that like if they fight for it, like they can get it. So like for her, she's like, I can fully focus on Sam. The barriers aren't impossible. And Mon has always been the braver of the two, which I think is important to highlight. The way Mon is just, even though like Mon is the commoner, Mon is the outsider socially, Mon will get the fucking job done. She's very brave, which Sam does not have.
I also want to add the lighting difference too. Just to add on top of everything you said, you also have the dark versus light as well. You have the heaviness of the darkness for Sam, while you have the lightness and the like daytime and the sun that like comes with strength for Mon. So I just wanted to, on top of everything else that you mentioned, they also threw in like the lighting contrast as well.
Yeah, that's a really, really good point. Because Sam is like framed as the darker character also.
Well, the darker character, but also like the heavier burden of like the darkness as well. So as much as throughout the entire thing she is the darker character, in this moment as well, it's like a heavier burden that she's feels she has versus Mon's lightness and strength.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. That's a good point. I like that you pointed that out. Other thing I want to point out from Sam's scene when she goes to Mon's. So while she's there, Kirk calls her because he's like, "Where the fuck did you go?" He's like, "You just walked out on me. Where'd you go?" And Sam tells Kirk, "I'm going home," is what she tells him. And she's at Mon. So, like, to me, I think in the moment, the translation is actually that, like, home means Mon to Sam because she's, like, trying to go to Mon. This is before she tries to ring the doorbell. So her intention at this point is to go to Mon. And then, because Mon lives in her home. So I like this little.
Oh, that's cute. I was like, I thought she was lying.
No, I think she's like, "I'm going home." And like, her house is just a house. The home part is when Mon's. I think she was trying to go get Mon to go home. So like,
oh, I thought, like I said, I thought she was just lying, but I hope you're right. Like, I hope your interpretation is correct because that's super sweet. Oh no. Yeah.
Sam's game when she wants to is what I'm saying. For all her dumbassery.
We have not gotten there yet, but I don't. She does not have game in some other areas yet.
No, neither of them do, which is hilarious. Oh my god. I love we'll get there, but
we'll get there. I'm so excited. I can't excited. Wait. But it's so bad.
It's so bad, but it's so funny.
Oh,
I love how funny the show is.
Like we had mentioned, or I'd mentioned in the beginning, like the first couple episodes, you're like, okay, interesting. And then like episode 4 or 5, you're just like, oh my god, like this is getting so good. And it just picks up with like the humor and the character growth and like learning about the characters and like just more information about like the world that they've built and like just it's so good. Or the story that they built is just very fun.
I agree with that. It just gets better and better like as it goes on. And I agree. One of my favorite aspects of the show is the characters actually grow. And it's paced very nicely. The beginning is very slow, like the first 3 episodes, like you're saying, but then it is a steady arc, but it's so good. And the humor is so funny. It's so good. It's so good. If it wasn't here, I probably wouldn't like the show as much. It's very much needed in these kinds of shows.
Where are we?
Sam Fires Mon, part 2.
The same place where we left. Okay, continue.
We were just talking. Okay. All right. So, next up is Sam Fires Mon, part 2 of why Sam is an HR nightmare. So we go back to work.
They don't actually have HR. I mean, they do, but
like, they have Noi. She should be fired. She should be fired. Noi needs to be fired. I will die on that hill. Okay.
Did I say my theory yet, or is that later?
I think
I wrote something.
Probably later. I've written Noi should be fired at least 10 times in these notes. Okay. I'm sure it's in here again. All right. So we're back at work. They haven't made up yet, but like we're all at work. All right. It's one day before the deadline. She's 1,000 whatever short. And Sam announces in front of everybody that she's firing Mon and gives Mon 0 heads up about this. So understandably, Mon is a mess because this move was so wildly unnecessary to do without talking to Mon. She just like is like, everyone gets in the room and they're like, Mon, we thought she was going to compliment you because you did such a fucking good job. You're only 1,000 followers away. You almost met the insane goal. And Sam's like, no, I'm firing Mon. And Noi's like, wait a minute, ma'am. This is the only time Noi does anything. And she's like, the original goal is for tomorrow. And I think Sam forgot. And she was just, because Sam is trying to fire Mon so she could date Mon because Sam is selfish. And she's like, I want to date her now. So let me just fire her. But then Noi's like, no, the deadline's tomorrow. And Sam's like, fuck. It's like, fine, you have 24 hours, I guess, Noi. Now you do your job.
You're right.
But if she got 49,000 followers in like about 29 days, she can definitely get 1,000 by the next day.
I know. Sam doesn't care. Sam's like, I want to date Mon right now. So let me fire her so I can date her. That's what this is. But yeah, I agree. This was insane because Mon was on track to definitely meet the deadline. Mm-hmm. But I think Sam forgot when it ended and was like, fuck. I can't let them know that.
But I also... never mind. I don't remember. I don't remember.
But anyway, I think this was super fucked up. I hate that Sam does this. I understand why she's doing it, but like it's fucked up because this is the problem I have with the employer-employee things, because she's wielding her power in a way that removes Mon's agency, because she doesn't talk to Mon before this to tell her why she's doing it. She just does it. And from Mon's point of view, she's like, I worked so hard to get here. Like, just at this job, like she bust her ass in college. She bust her ass to get this job. And then she's doing the impossible. And here's Sam humiliating her in front of everybody without warning. This is the problem I have with the employer shit with Sam, because she just removes Mon's agency, which is the very thing Sam is upset about, that her grandmother is doing to her, that Kirk is doing to her. Like, so I hate that she does it right back to Mon, like using her power for her own gain. I hate that. Like, had they talked beforehand and then she did this display, sure. But to do it without telling Mon removes Mon's agency, and that's the problem I have with this work power dynamic. Because what happens to Mon right after this? Mon's a fucking mess. And she's like, I don't know what's going on with Sam. She must really hate me. I must be terrible at this job. Like, this was unnecessary, and I hate that Sam did this to her. And she meets up with Yuki somewhere. And Yuki's like, well, maybe Sam's just in a bad mood. That makes it worse. It makes it worse that Sam is just, when she's in a bad mood, she'll just fire you from your job. Like, who treats their partner like that? Like, the implication is that when Sam's upset, she's just going to abuse Mon. Mm-hmm. Like, no, that's not okay, Yuki. That's not okay.
That's not a healthy relationship.
No, it's not. This was not okay, what Sam did. Don't take your bad mood out on your partner. And fire them from the company that they love working at. That's so fucked up. Ugh.
Sam, I don't think, realizes even what she's doing. I don't think it's supposed to be like malicious. I think she's exactly what you were saying. Like, she's like, we can't have people dating at the company because it's her number one rule. This is my excuse to fire her because she didn't meet the goal. And I told her she would be fired by not meeting this goal. So I'm gonna just remove her from the job so that I can date her.
Yes, and by doing so, removing her income. Yeah. Like, now Mon has no job. Like, I understand you have romantic intentions here, but now Mon has no job. Like, you just removed her income for her. Like, without telling her. Like, all of this is not okay. Like, I understand, like, yes, Sam doesn't think she's being malicious, but it is what she's doing. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's not okay. Okay, so Mon's with Yuki crying her eyes out. And then the reinforcements come in the form of all the friends. And this is my favorite Cade entrance ever. Because Cade she's a famous actress. She's always working. So I love that she runs in. Like, she clearly got the call from T, who's like, Mon's crying. And then she fled the set in her costume and just... He comes in and she's like, where's Mon? Oh, my poor baby, don't cry. And she's like, it's the cutest thing ever. I love this entrance from her. It's so I love it.
I see the PAs going like, gosh darn it, she ran away again.
Right,
they have to pause filming.
Yeah. She's a nightmare on set because she keeps running away.
How does she keep getting hired?
I don't know. I think she's on a show that's got seasons. So she's locked in, but this was hilarious for her to show up like this. Okay. So basically the friends all have a conversation and they're like, okay, Mon's upset. The Horn Fuzzies being the worst. So they're like, okay, Yuki and Mon, go get food. Calm down. We'll treat you to food. Buy whatever you want. And then when the three friends are by themselves, they're like, what the fuck is Sam doing? This stupid bitch. We have to figure out what she's doing because she obviously is into Mon. She has emotions when she's around this girl. Clearly they're into each other. We have to scheme. And he's like, I think I have an idea. And they're like, great, you're in charge, T. So basically they set up this meeting. Well, T sets this up. She's like, don't worry, I'll get Sam to dinner. So they all meet. And T's like, don't worry, she'll be here. Sam comes running in, and this is my favorite fib that T tells to get Sam to do something. So Sam comes in and she sits down to Jim. She's like, Jim, how could you? I'm not gonna let you do this. You can't just leave your husband because he snores. Think of the baby. T told no one what she said, and Jim's like, that's what you told her? You think I'm that bad of a human? And T's like, she came, didn't she? It's so funny. It's so funny. Everyone believes it. It was so funny. Poor Jim.
No, if it was Jim, it'd be like, my baby doesn't like that he snores.
So fucking funny. She's like, you can't do this. You can't just break up with him. You just got married. She believed you. She's here.
Yeah. I was gonna say Sam is dumb.
Also, like, it's Jim. Like,
Jim
would.
That
would. Jim
yeah.
would. So that's the point. They're like, he
Yeah.
would though, girl. Like, don't even lie to us. So Jim's like, God damn it, fine. I'll be the butt of the joke for Sam. So basically, I love Sam's friends, like, for all their faults. Like, they really do genuinely care about each other's happiness, including Sam. And the lengths they go through to make sure that Sam can be happy is really incredible. And I love how easily T plays literally all of them, but mostly Sam. Because T's like, I know you're just going to get jealous so easily. And I'm the perfect person to push your buttons. And that works every time. And I love it.
T is the perfect person to push Sam's buttons, though.
Because Sam is, while Sam has a lot of things, money, status, giant mansion, all that kind of stuff, Sam doesn't have the things that can't be bought, so she is a very insecure person. And T is not. T's got all the confidence. T radiates confidence. She's got big gay energy out the wazoo. And Sam is threatened by that. She's like, fuck, if anyone can steal Mon, it's definitely you.
I mean, literally Yuki, though. Like,
right. Okay, but in this conversation, how does T trick Sam? So she's like, well, we heard that you're going to fire Mon, which is crazy. If I had Mon, I would never fire Mon. And like the implications from T, she's like, here's what I'm going to do, Sam. She sent me her resume. I'm going to hire her. Like, you're going to fire her? I'll hire her. Because Mon's great. And she's like, and she's also my type. And she'd be a great addition to the office. I will take care of her, Sam. You understand what I'm saying, Sam? I will take care of her. You get me, Sam? And Sam is just fuming. And she's like, God damn it, I can't let Mon go because this bitch is gonna steal her. Meanwhile, T's dating Yuki. And she's basically like, I'll drop her for Mon because it's Mon. Who could let Mon go? That's crazy, Sam.
Sam.
And Sam's like, fuck all of you. And like, she's like, I will not let you have Mon. I'm just gonna say that right now. And she storms out. And then everybody's like, I feel better. Let's eat. That's how it ends. We're like, now we wait.
Sam's so easy to like just.
It's so easy. She's always like, let's play on the jealousy again. It works every time.
But I mean, you're right about the fact that it's just she's so insecure.
She is very insecure, and that's part of the problem. She can't communicate what she wants, and then she's just very insecure. Like when it really comes down to it, I think that's part of why it's hard for her to express herself. But I think that's why she's so easily threatened by T. Just like threatened by T, and so that's why she's always like immediately going into a jealous rage anytime T gets anywhere near Mon. And she does it again later with the lesbians when Cher's starting to get into it. She's like, she's threatened by her. So she's like, no, you're not going to steal Mon from me. Mon's like, oh my God, Sam.
I'm not going anywhere. Just stop.
I'm not going anywhere. I can't handle another one like you. Enough. Yeah. So like Sam just gets threatened very easily.
I wonder if T stole girls that Sam. Yeah, that Sam was interested in, but maybe didn't know, and then all of a sudden T was seeing that girl.
I can see that.
Like, I wonder if that was,
I can see that.
And that would just add to that like jealous rage of like crap. Like
she's done it before. She's done it before.
Yep.
Yeah.
She'll do it again.
I'm into that. I can see that for sure. Because T's just like, let's do this again. It worked last time.
T could get her. Like,
absolutely. 100%. That's the thing too.
Yeah.
Sam's like, I know you could do this.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's get back to Mon. Mon finally has had it with the bullshit. So on her last day, quote, Mon basically is talking to the employees and they're like, well, we love you. We'll never let you go. I think they start the group chat here that they use at the very end. And they're like, but just understand, like, with Sam's going to ice you out forever. Because the minute she fires somebody, she, like, that's it. She ghosts them. Like, she even, like, an employee left, they saw Sam in public, and Sam pretended like she didn't know them. So, like, be prepared for that, Mon. And Mon's like, oh, fuck. She's like, I was prepared to leave because Sam hated me. I wasn't prepared to, like, never talk to her again and, like, have Sam literally ghost me. So she's like, fuck, I don't actually want that. So she goes into Sam's office to, like, basically say goodbye. Like, or this is my last day, I'm leaving. And Mon basically gives this really beautiful speech where she's, like, very emotional and but still gets through it because Mon has all the courage. And she's basically like, listen, Sam, like, it's been an honor. This was my dream. My dream's over. But, like, listen, you don't have to ever think about me again when I leave, like you do with most employees that you're firing. But, like, I want you to think of me, especially if, like, you're sad or you need something. I'll always be here for you if you want that. Is basically what Mon says. And Sam the whole time is, like, ignoring, like, will not make eye contact with Mon, which is weird because Sam always makes eye contact with Mon. But here she's like, I can't look at you when you're saying these things to me. Until the final at the end where she's like, Mon, what are you doing? I'm not firing you. Mon's like, what do you mean you're not firing me? I didn't meet your impossible deadline. She's like, listen, that was yesterday. Now it's today. And today I'm not firing you. Mon's like,
Stupid.
what? Like, I can't with it. And Mon's like, okay. So listen, you're just gonna fire me on a whim whenever, and I have to just hang out until you do that? Fuck that. You know what, Sam? I'm leaving. I'm gonna quit. I'm quitting because I can't with this bullshit with you anymore. Because you're acting like a dick. You won't talk to me, and you're just like, I won't fire you now, but maybe later. So how about I just leave and we'll just cut the bullshit because I can't with this with you. And this was a really big step for Mon because she's firmly giving Sam, like, an ultimatum in a way where she's like, either you're fully honest with me or you're not. I'm not playing the game with you anymore, especially when it comes to my job. Like, fuck the job. I'm not playing this game. I'm leaving. And Sam's like, you're not leaving. I won't let you leave. And she's like, watch me. I'm leaving right the fuck now. So I love this. This is another power move with Mon. Mon's just stepping up the power and, like, again, doing shit that Sam wasn't expecting. Sam was like, I'm not firing you. You don't gotta leave. Go sit back down. She's like, no, I'm leaving. Goodbye. So Sam is like, well, fuck. And she runs after Mon and chases her as she's trying to leave the building and, like, pulls her into a corner. And they get into it when Sam's like, why are you leaving? I can't believe you're leaving. And Mon's like, what do you mean? Where have you been these past couple of weeks? Why am I leaving? You're being an asshole. I'm not doing this. And Mon's like, no. Like, Sam's like, no. But listen, I like you. Okay, I like you. That's why I'm being a dick. It's because I like you. And Mon's like, oh my God, this contrarian motherfucker kicking me while I'm down. Okay, great. That means you hate me. Thank you for confirming. I was worried you hated me. Thanks for telling me. And Sam's like, no. Like, I don't hate you. Like, I'm being honest. Mon's like, you don't know what that means. You can't be honest. And then Sam, I love in her panic, is like, fine, I hate you. I hate you more than I've hated anything in the world. Like, you're the worst. Poor Mon, which is, I get what Sam's trying to do, but Mon's like, I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear this either. Like, what the fuck? And I love it because, like, in the moment,
it's
like,
just gay panic.
It's literally gay. It's gay panic to the point where Sam loses it because, like, the mask is gone, like, completely gone. She's just like, in that moment, she's like, I'm gonna lose you for real. Let me just be honest. Like, that's what pushes her to, like, finally have her courage, is like the reality of losing Mon. Like, yeah, there's, like, theoretically, but, like, she's like, oh shit, I'm losing you right now. Absolutely. Like, I like you. You want my car? I'll give you whatever you want. You want to be CEO? Like, you can have whatever you want. And Mon's like, I don't believe this means you think I'm trash. Like, thanks, Sam. This has been real. I'm glad I'm quitting.
I do like that. Oh, I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, because, like, with Mon at this point, like, no matter what Sam said, here, like, the emotional damage is done. It's done because she's so triggered by Sam's contrarian behavior. And so Sam admitting that she likes Mon is just, like, the final nail in the coffin. She's like, I can't do this anymore. Like, I've had it with the back and forth, the whiplash. Like, just, I'm leaving.
Yeah. I was just gonna say I like the acting happening in this scene too. Like it felt really connected, like the actors
Yes.
felt connected to the words or the emotions that they were feeling, and so I really liked that you could really tell that they were getting into the script and the emotion and everything that was happening in the scene. So
Yeah.
I it felt real.
Oh yeah, it was very powerful. I love it. And then unfortunately,
Mhm.
like employees we've never seen before. How many employees does Sam have? They could. I don't know who pays all these people. Some randos show up and they're like, "Hey, Mon," and then Mon's like, "We're in public. This is done. Goodbye." She's like, wipes her tears and she's like, "Bye, Sam," and leaves. After this, we get to one of my favorite scenes because anytime Mon is sad, she meets up with the friend group, and the friend group is interrogating Mon in the most loving way. Okay, so they're like, okay, so what happened? And then they're like, listen, Mon, I think we're at a weird situation with Sam. I think that, you know how we told you that, like, the bitch never says what she means? I think that doesn't apply to you. We think that actually when she says things now to you, she actually means it. So
Mhm.
we don't think she actually hates you. Actually, we think she likes you in a not gal pal way. Yeah, what we're saying here. And Mom's like, I what? And they're like,
Don't
okay.
know what you mean.
Mom's like, she's the browser that's like loading but not computing. And she's like, what? And then Jim's like, I got this. I got this. Okay. Mom, I'm gonna ask you this in a way that's gonna make total sense. She's like, listen, Mom, do you want to fuck Sam? And Mom's like, I don't. And the friends are like, Jim, oh my God, you can't say these things to Mon. And she's like, fine, I'll rephrase it. Mon, do you want Sam to fuck you? Like, Jim, she's like, I can't ask anything. You guys hate me. So anyway, they're just like, do you like Sam or not? Like romantically. I love Jim. She's just like, how about if Sam was naked? Does that change anything for you? Jim.
Let's just get to the point here.
She's like, can we just get to the point? How much more clear can we possibly be? So basically they're like, okay, Mon, you're not gal pals. Do you like Sam in a romantic, I want to make out with you, U-Haul into your house kind of way? And Mon finally is like, yes, I do. I romantically like Sam. So she finally like admits it. These bitches cause such a scene. Everyone in the restaurant is like, what is happening at this table? And they're like, we got to stop before people start asking questions. And like, let's sit down. And they're like, all right. So what are you going to do? Do you want to date Sam? Now that you've admitted that you like her. And Mon's like, yes, I think that comes with romantically liking somebody. Like, yeah, I would want to like date Sam for real. And they're like, great, because she's here because we invited her. Okay, go talk to her. Bye. The friends are the worst, but I would die for all of them. Like, this was the cutest fucking conversation. Like, I love that they're all there, even Yuki, and they're like, great, Mon. We're so glad you're in tune with your feelings. So go talk to Sam. She's right there. Go. So poor Mon's like trying to run away before she sees Sam. She's like, oh, fuck, you guys are the, I should have known. And like tries to run away and then runs into Sam. And then Kaitlynn, when they're gay staring, we get the love tree shot with the two of them.
Tree love
shot.
Merch on our website. Mm-hmm. Not for this show specifically, but it still works.
But it could be. All right. So then Sam and Mon go outside to talk, and bottom line is that Sam is the worst communicator in the world, which is really the root of the whole situation that they find themselves in. But I do love the scene with them in the garden, because they're both walking to this conversation with each other with the same exact fear, which is, but what if she doesn't like me? Which is the gayest thing ever. And I just love it. Like, that's what they're afraid of. Mm-hmm. And I do love, like, the rapid fire way. Like, they get back into that conversation where Sam's like, I love you. I hate you. I just, whatever makes you understand that I like you. And then the rapid fire way that Mon's like, okay, do you want to be my girlfriend? And Sam's like, yes. She's like, what did I just say? What did you just say? What just happened? Like, I love that. I think it's so funny because it's just like a immediate honesty without hesitating, especially from Sam, which like never happens. And so I love that she did this. I think it was adorable. Bye, Cole. So I'm here from the passion and honesty from Sam. I think it's the best. And one of the things I love, once they finally establish they're like okay, yes, we're dating. They get one of the things they also talk about is like the whole firing and quitting thing. And I like that Sam's like, was I suffocating you? And Mom's like, yes, you were. This was toxic. I had to leave because like you were being the actual worst. And I was very proud for Mon of actually like being like, yes, Sam, you were treating me terribly at work. Like, yes. So I'm glad she stood up for herself.
I don't think Sam has ever experienced. I mean, it's mentioned, but I don't think she's ever like listened to anybody giving feedback to her. I don't think anyone has even attempted giving feedback to her, like in this kind of thing. I don't think she had any idea what she was doing to Mon. Like, it just didn't cross her mind as a bad thing because her intentions weren't bad. Like, her specific thought process wasn't meant to be negative. But it came off really, really bad.
Yeah, and it goes to show you that sometimes, like, if you're ignorant of something, like your actions can still harm other people, even though you're unaware of what you're doing, which is exactly what Sam did. So I like that she even asked. She's like, "Was I suffocating you?" And I was like, "Fuck you were!" Like, don't you mind? So yeah, I do like that. I like that part of the conversation. I agree. Also, this friend celebrating in the background. 10 out of 10. Like, I just love them. They're all like, "Ooh, yay!" And Jim's like, "I'm so excited, my water almost broke." This woman has no idea how pregnancy works. They're the cutest, and I love them. All right, so after like they make up and they're like, "Okay, we're dating now. We are lovers. We are dating." They go inside. Everybody celebrates, and then Mon's like, "Okay, you're my girlfriend now. What does that even mean?" Which, Mon, you heard Yuki not talk. I swear, what do they even talk about? So I love this whole sequence because Sam's like, "You're being dumb, Mon. Obviously, things are going to be different because we're dating." And the friends are like, "Thank God. At least Sam's not that stupid that she understands that they're going to be different now." And T high fives her, which was premature. And Mon's like, "Yeah." Or Sam's like, "Yeah, things are different. We are financially merging now, obviously, because I would never let these bitches touch my money. And never. But you, Mon, you now have access to my money and you can buy things. That's what it means." And while it's funny, also Mon's like, "Yeah, okay, that makes sense." While it's funny, I think that Sam genuinely believes this because if you think about what her concept of relationships are, like the relationship with Kirk, remember, is like it's a family merging thing. And when you merge families, you consolidate power, you consolidate wealth. So to Sam, she's like, "Oh, we are now dating the way Kirk and I were dating. So that means that like our money's merging. And I'm the only one with money. So like you can have my money." That's what it means. That's what dating is. Because she's not physically involved with Kirk, emotionally involved with Kirk. Like the only thing she knows is like money, transactional love. That's what affection is, right? Mom's like, "Yeah, okay, like my parents share money, I guess." They're both so dumb. Clearly, Sam was not Googling this. What is a girlfriend? She never Googled that. She didn't get to that stage yet.
She didn't have time. Didn't this like all happen right after each other? Have they gone home to think about things?
No. This was all feelings, no thinking. This was all hence the rapid fire like date me. Yes. There was no thinking. No thinking whatsoever.
So no time for Googling.
No, and I think that Cade kind of puts that together and she's like, listen, they're new to this. They're dumb as fuck. They'll figure it out. They'll figure it out together. It's fine, guys. Like, just calm down. Let's just celebrate and have fun and like eat. And Sam does a thing where she feeds Mon, and I think Yuki and T do it too. It's hard to see, but anyway, so they're just like, gay staring. But they'll figure it out. They're dumb as fuck. But poor Sam.
I guarantee Mon never thought once about how she could benefit from Sam's money.
No, not once.
Like,
no.
Like Sam says that, she's like, "Oh, okay, great."
Yeah, she's like, "Yes, married people share money, I guess. That's what that means. Money. Sure." Yeah, no, Mon, not a gold digger. She's like, "I forgot about the money. I just think you're pretty, but okay." All right, so I'm just gay. Like, love is love. I don't know. The friends. I love how disappointed they're. Like, "You stupid fucks." They'll figure it out. Useless lesbians. All right, so then we jump over to their first diversity, which is their first day that they're dating, and they're already like, let's celebrate this as an anniversary all immediately because they're that gay.
Mm-hmm.
So they proceed to have the most lesbian first date ever, and it's stupidly cute and adorable. And they basically go to like the strip mall and do a bunch of shopping. And it's very cute because like they keep going into stores, and anytime Mon points at something, Sam's like, that, buy it, yes, right now. And she just buys her everything. And I think it's cute because I think normally Mon would be like, Sam, stop spending money on me. But because in the prior scene, she's like, my money is your money now. I think she lets her. She's like, okay, yeah, because we're dating. That's what it means. Sam's money is my money. So if I want something and Sam buys it, it's not weird anymore because we're not friends. If that were Jim, she'd be like, fuck no, buy your own shit. So I think Mon's like, all right, like I kind of like having the money, this rich woman dating me. Okay, this comes with perks.
I also think Sam doesn't quite know what to do either.
No.
So she's just kind of, because I did that before too, where someone was like, that I liked was like, oh, this is pretty, like this was cool or whatever. I was like, okay, let me buy that for you. And so like, it's just, if you don't know what to do, you're like, you like this, so maybe you'll like me more if I get this for you.
Yes.
See, I do that with friends too.
Also, I think Sam is just like, you're smiling, keep smiling here.
Yeah.
That makes you smile. Good, get it. I think that's really what it is. Because like Sam does many thoughtful things on this first date, like just in the shopping part that like it goes beyond like maybe she'll like, she's like thinking long term in a lot of ways, which is interesting because like I said, when Sam doesn't have game, she's a disaster. But when she does, like she really has game. And so some of her stuff here, she has game. So one of the scenes that happens in here before we get to like the jewelry part, they're in a lingerie store and Mon's like showing her like a plain looking bra. She's like, no, Sam, this one. It's reasonably priced. And Sam's pointing at like the lingerie and then she's like, no, Mon, we need that. And then like, she gets the lingerie in front of Mon. She's like, no, Mon, trust me. We need that for later.
Yeah. Like, not sure why. Not sure why like, though.
Mon, we need that. Yeah, I don't know why, but we need that. You need to wear that. Trust me. You need that.
You look good.
We'll take two. We'll take two. We'll take two. Yeah, because like that scene is no words are spoken, but it's really funny the way it's acted. And Sam's like, no, that. We need that. Sam is thinking ahead. All right. Then we get to the jewelry peddler. So like they walk down this alley and it's kind of like the touristy kind of knickknacks and things Mon could afford, basically. Because like before this, she's buying her like designer bags and like designer lingerie and stuff. But then they go into like things Mon would buy for herself. And she finds this bracelet. And she's like, oh, this is really cute. It's pretty. It's like a crystal knockoff, like heart. Sam's like, really? That's so cheap. I could buy you actual gold. Like, what do you mean? And she's like, Sam, what the fuck? In front of the peddler? What the hell? She's like insulting the stuff in front of the vendor. She's like, Sam, shut up. And then Mon just walks away. And Sam files that in her brain and like actually like buys it for Mon right then and there to use at a later date because Sam is thinking like 10 steps ahead on this date, which is impressive.
She's like, I am so into Mon.
Yeah, she's like, this is for... Because, okay, wait a minute. I have to go back to when they were in the garden, and she's like, we're dating now. And Sam's like, you can't take this back. She like said it in the garden. She's like, this is forever now. Mm-hmm. And she meant it. Like, she's like, I'm buying Mon things that I'm going to give her later and we'll use later. Like, she's already like 10 steps into the future, like on the first day.
So excited.
It's very cute.
Oh god.
And Mon has no idea. She's just like, I'm just having fun with Sam. And Sam's like planning the engagement. Like on the first date, Sam has game. I'm just saying, once Sam figures it out, like Mon is a lucky woman when she figures it out. But before that, Mon goes through some shit with Sam. You want to like strangle her. Sometimes Mon wants to strangle Sam for fun, though. I'm just saying. There are screenshots. But anyway, Kaitlynn, who do they run into during this love fest?
Well, while they are just stopping, taking a very, very small break with all of their shopping bags, we get a shot of an employee for Sam. Yeah. And she notices that Sam is there and she's talking to someone. And like screams out for Sam I don't know how she addresses her. Probably mom boss,
Yeah, I think
lady
it's
boss,
mom boss.
whatever. And Sam starts panicking, obviously, because they're not supposed to be together, and tells Mon to hide. So Mon goes behind this like big, humongous vase type thing.
That's conveniently there.
Yeah.
Yeah, very convenient that she was hidden from Ya.
And like
Okay,
person-sized hole.
Right, like a Mon-sized vase happens to be there.
So Ya comes up to her, and Sam starts immediately getting defensive and is like, yeah, I'm shopping alone. And Ya replies, I didn't ask you.
I love this scene.
But then that prompts her to actually start questioning Sam. And but the most like weird thing to me is that Ya felt confident enough to even approach Sam.
Yeah.
In public. Like, you wouldn't do this at work. So what?
I know. If I were Ya, I would have ran away. I'd be like, "Fuck, that's Sam," and like fled.
But she like, let alone interrogate her,
like,
is insane.
Yeah, she's like, "That's weird. It looked like you were talking to someone." And
no, like if even okay, so my new boss is very nice. If I saw her, I would still probably run the other way. I don't want to deal with her.
No, that is such a good point, Kaitlynn. I don't know what possessed Ya to like actually talk to Sam.
Nosiness. She was probably like, "What are you doing at a strip mall?"
But it's that's when you just like start stalking her. Like you,
she would have saw him on in 2 seconds and be like, "Oh, Mr. Saul."
You avoid her at work. Why would you go up to her in public?
It is weird. It is weird
because that's even like weirder because of her notoriety.
Agreed. I do love the end of this interaction though, where Sam's like, "I'm not being weird. I talk to myself in public about work all the time. Yeah, it's fine." And Ya's like, "Okay," and leaves. And then Mon comes out from the base, and Sam was like, "I did great, didn't I?" And Mon's like, "That was terrible." What do you mean? Oh my god, Sam!
Comes out right away. Like, you would think that they would wait a minute or so to make sure that Ya didn't come back, but no.
I love how Sam's always like, "Compliment me," and Mon's like, "No, you fucked up." What do you mean? She does it like multiple times in this episode. She's like, "Sam, no, that was a disaster." That was really funny.
I do. that was one of my favorite scenes.
It's hilarious.
That was in here.
I totally agree with you though. I think going up to her is very weird, but like the scene was so funny. I just don't even care.
I wonder if they just wanted to put that scene in there and it doesn't actually make sense. And it's just
well, there needed to be something of them like almost getting caught.
Yeah, exactly.
Because what is that?
And it couldn't be the friends because the friends would be like, yeah, two thumbs
like,
up.
Did you guys fuck yet? And they're like, we're just
shut up.
Exactly. They're like, Jesus Christ. Because that's all the friends are doing. They're like, did you guys fuck yet? Like, come on.
I know.
Been dating for an hour. Anyway. So, but the conversation with Ya, what does that lead to? So Sam's like, we need to get out of here before someone else sees us. And so they go to their house.
Their house.
Their house. It's their home. They go to their home. And Sam is like, again, Sam is in like boyfriend mode the whole day. Like, it's very cute. She like is actually very chivalrous. If you watch her a lot of the time, she like very much like dotes on Mon, like a lot. Like if you notice, anytime they get in the car, she always opens the door for Mon. Anytime Mon goes to sit down, she always pulls the chair out. They go in the house. Mon's like, "Oh, let me get water," because like we were out all day. And Sam's like, "No, I'm doing it. I got it. She's the one that insisted on carrying all the bags. Like she's in boyfriend mode a lot of the time. And it's very cute. Like without being asked, she's just like, "No, I will carry the things for you." So it's very cute. She does a lot of like actions that show Mon she cares, and it's very sweet. And so Sam's like, "Let me get you some water." And Mon starts drinking the water, and she's like, "We're gonna take a bath now." And Mon just like sprays the water, and she's like, "What? This is the first date, Sam." And Sam's like, "Listen, I know how this ends. You caught the bouquet. Let's just get to it." He's like, "Let's take a bath."
No, Sam's like, what do you mean? Like, I told you to take a bath with me the first day you
got
exactly.
Here. Mon should have been more prepared for this, because literally Sam has already tried to pull this on you, and she's like, "We're dating now."
Bought bubble bath that day.
And that's what I'm saying. Sam plans. Not only does she buy a bubble bomb, she buys a pink one because that's Mon's favorite color. So like she did many things on the shopping date that were like 10 steps ahead for like Mon and like with Mon in mind, which is just adorable and just shows you where her head are in the clouds when it comes to Mon. She's just like, the seed has been planted. She's like, she's my forever person. I already know that. So let's just get to it now. And Mon's like, what the fuck? We just got in the house. Like, what do you mean? Sam's like, it'll be fine. So Sam takes her up. They go up to Sam's room. And Sam is like preparing the room. And poor Mon is like losing her shit because she's a shy person by nature. And like, this is a lot. Their first date is a lot because Sam is a lot. And Sam is impatient. She's like, let's get to the wedding. Let's get there. We got to do a bunch of steps before we get there. Let's get there. We did the money exchanging. Now let's do other stuff.
We're married.
Yeah, that's why she took her shopping. She's like, yes, see, you can have my money. Now let's move on to the next step. So she's preparing the room. She's like, Mon, I got everything for you. And you're all good. Why are you standing there and being weird? And Mon's like, listen, like, I'm shy. And I'm really fucking nervous. I've been nervous all day because I can't believe this is even happening. Like, and Sam is very sweet in this scene. She's like, can I hug you? And Mon's like, yeah. I don't know why you have to ask me this, but yes, please hug me. And Sam tells her, she's like, you're not alone. Like, I'm also very nervous, like, because I can't believe this is happening either. To me, this today feels like a dream, which I think, Cole, is why they keep doing all the weird lighting things, because I think the dream is mutual. I think they feel like they're living in a dream, at least up to, like, I think the camera starts shifting after this and they kind of stop doing it, but, like, they can't believe this is real. But shit's about to get real because they're about to go in the tub together for real. But I like this moment between the two of them, and I like that in the show they let them have these moments where they're just like, I'm nervous. And she's like, I'm nervous, but we're here together. We're dating. This is how dating goes. We're in this together, basically. And Mon's like, okay, that's good. Sam's like, great, get naked, let's go. Like, immediately.
There's like moments of like, let's move slowly and we'll figure this out, and then bam, let's do the thing.
Yeah, because Sam is impatient. She's like, I get you, Mon. I get you, Mon. But let's do it. Let's do it right now. And poor Mon. There's like a couple of shots of Mon panicking in the room where she's like, oh, fuck, yeah. And she's like, shit, I gotta get naked to get in the tub. Oh, fuck. Like, she's just a very shy person. But Sam is so fucking funny. I swear to God.
But I think it helps Mon to hear Sam say how nervous that she is, and like it's the same feeling that she's feeling, because I feel like she still has Sam on a pedestal because she looks up to her, and she probably thinks that she is so confident like in this because she's always trying to get her in the bath.
Sam definitely seems confident. She definitely does.
Yeah. So having her be vulnerable like this definitely is like, okay, this is the same thing for both of us.
Yeah. It's very sweet. And I just, in general, I like that they had this conversation. I feel like a lot of rom-coms or like love stories don't have this conversation. And I just like that I like that the show lets them sit in these moments. Okay, so after Mon gave panic, she walks into the bathroom because Sam prepared everything for her. Because Sam lexicon tree-cooed the fuck out of that room. So if you go into the bathroom, there's like at least 20 candles. There's tea candles, there's like those grand, like, we're having dinner with the grandmam candle. Like, there's candles everywhere. There's wine. Was this just in the bathroom? And Sam was like, because all she did was she's like, come on, take your clothes off. Here's a robe. And then she does all this, like, and she's already in the bathtub. There's already the bubble bomb going. And she's like, how long was Mon getting changed? My question.
I want the behind the scenes of her setting this room up in like record time and like launching herself into the bathroom, but while like
water
there's
goes
no
everywhere.
Yeah. There's no way. I mean, if this was in real time and everything, but there's no way like she wasn't like not even remotely done when Mon's like getting ready to enter. And she's like, oh God, and then finishes lighting everything and launches into the tub, splash, and then she's like, I've been here this whole time. Like,
I'm just playing it cool, Mon. Yeah. I'm just playing it cool, Mon. Don't notice that thing that's catching fire in the corner. Yeah. It's fine, Mon. Yeah. It's fine. Get in the tub. Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think Sam was so excited. She did this in record time.
Yeah.
She's excited. And then is trying to play it cool when Mon comes. Because Mon is panicking. So Sam's like, I have to be the strong one here because you're not. because Mon panics when she's in the room. Like, she's clearly very nervous. And it's very cute. It's like, because the woman was not ready to be naked on the first date, but here we are. And so I love that why Sam did this, because Mon's like, why are we taking a bath? And Sam earlier was like, well, you look, I made you sad and you looked really tense lately. So this is a way to like relax. This is what I do to relax every day after work. So like, I would like you to relax. And so when they have like kind of like the bath together, like, yeah, Sam gets rewarded with the view, because there is some staring from Sam when she's like, this is great. Great. Good job, Sam. She like mentally high fives herself. And like Mon gets in the tub. And then it immediately gets cute. Like Mon relaxes and then she does like the little like sham thing, and it's very sweet. But most of the bath is Sam taking care of Mon. Like she like gives her a massage kind of thing and like cleans her a little bit. And I think it's very sweet because she's like, yeah, this is about you. This really isn't about me. I got the show, but like this is really about you, Mon. So I like that she is being thoughtful, and she had the foresight to like get the bath bomb, get it in the color that Mon likes, and like she put a lot of thought into this, like for Mon, which I think is sweet. I think that added to like Mon being relaxed about it, But like,
yes,
yeah.
Sorry.
Yes. Anyway, I think while this was a lot for her first date, I think it's important that like by the end, like Mon is comfortable like with Sam, and that was really the goal. So I like the way it ends, and I think it's very sweet.
It is a lot, though.
It is a lot. That was quite a date. And the date's not over. That's just like the daytime going into nighttime part of the date.
Well, you also said how we don't see it and we don't know if it's actually true, but like the 72-hour date thing with T and Yuki. Yeah. Like it's the same thing.
Yes.
It's just like a
yes.
standard like queer date.
Just Sam did her homework. While she doesn't talk to T, obviously she did her homework. She's like, how to date a girl, 72-hour date. She's doing it right now. This was our like the 12 hours of the 72-hour date, because the date continues into the next day. Sam knows what she's doing. She's playing the long game here, and I'm not mad at it. Sam has game when she wants to.
I also think it's like like, what's the word? Like, I don't know. I can't think of the word.
Can you figure out a synonym?
Maybe.
It's. How do you feel, Cole?
That's a good question. I don't know. Sam lacks confidence. I think she's faking how confident she's being, but I also think she knows she's hot and she knows she can get away with this. Like, she's kind of pushing her luck a little bit. I think she knows it. And not in a bad way necessarily, but she's like, I think she's insecure still. She's putting on a show, but I think she's still insecure. But she's kind of like, I really, really want this. And if you could see like the inner feelings, she would be like, please let this work. Please let this work. Like, I just want this to work so bad. Make it. Well, yeah, fake it till you make it. Yeah. But
I agree. I think what helps is that they're in Sam's domain. Like, yeah. She's like, I know how to be in the bathtub.
Mm-hmm.
I can do this.
I know I'm hot.
Like she's panicking a bit when like Mon unrobes, but like is keeping her shit together. But yeah, I think this is more familiar territory, as opposed to when we get into the next episode where she's like, I want to do more, but I have no fucking idea what I'm doing. And then she like everything falls apart. I think like taking a bath is something she knows how to do. Mm-hmm. And yeah, I think she's more comfortable with what they're doing because she's like, I know what this is. I know what I like in a bath. Like, let me like make Mon feel good and like comfortable and relax and all that stuff. I think that adds to it. I don't know if she knows she's hot. I'm sure she does. I don't know if Sam has the confidence to be like, I'm hot. I think
fake confidence. I think it is very much I know other people find me hot, so I'm going to play on that. Like, I'm going to, not in a manipulative way, but like, I want this so bad that I know other people find me attractive. So I'm just going to put that out there so you can be like more interested in coming to me. I don't know.
I think that Sam doesn't care what other people think. I think what validates her is Mon being like, I want to date you. And she's like, so you are into me. Great. That's all I needed to hear. And then Sam runs with it. Because I think Mon saying she likes Sam and all of that stuff is what validates Sam. She's like, okay, so you're into me. You think I'm attractive. You think that. Great. I'm going to run with it. I think that's what gives her the confidence. It's actually Mon validating her and not necessarily like other people. So I think that like she starts to become confident because she's like, okay, I know Mon likes me. Mon's letting me buy things for her. Mon is staying over. Mon agreed to this. No takesy backsies. Yeah. I think Sam just runs with it. I think it gives her the confidence she's never actually had, but then her confidence wavers when she's like, fuck, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah. Fuck, I don't know what are the next steps. I've only ever gotten this far before.
Exactly. Which is what makes episode 8 so great. So I think we're going to pause it here so we can get into episode 8 because Sam becomes a disaster again and it's beautiful. So thank you for listening along. We will continue our Gap the Serious discussion right after this. And until next time, hydrate for lesbian Jesus.
Gay it up all over the place.
Bye.
Bye.
And with that, we've been Big Gay Energy. If you like this episode, check out all our other episodes right here on YouTube. Please like, leave a comment below, and subscribe for more amazing, super gay content.
If you'd like to support us, check out our merch store, or join our Patreon for early access to episodes, exclusive content, and so much more.
Until next time, stay safe and hydrate for lesbian Jesus.